Hey everybody, scored a nice little find yesterday, this mower. Toro personal pace, self-propelled. Someone kicked it out to the curb. It doesn't run. So last night I wound up walking it home and it's got a little, moves good, it's got compression. Basically thinking it's really dirty, real dirty. It's got a 6.5 horsepower Tecumseh engine on it. What else can I tell you about it? Air filter doesn't look too bad, a little dirty. We'll get a new one of those. We're going to take this carburetor off and we're going to clean that. And I bet you that's where our problem is. It's a little dirty. I'm going to power wash it. Tires are all in good shape. Model number is 20017. I think that puts it out like 2002 through 2005, somewhere in there. It's old, but it's in pretty good shape. Came with a bag, no holes in it. Bag's in really nice shape too. So, I'll show you the model number here. And there's the serial number. We're going to power wash this, dismantle that carburetor, and then we'll see if we can't get this thing to run. Alright, so we cleaned up the carb with some brake clean. Looks like we got a jet there, probably an idle jet. Let's take the bottom off and see how dirty it is. I don't know if this is metric or not, but 13 fits. So if 13 fits, that's probably a 1/2 inch. I smelled the gas. It was kind of nasty. So it's at least a year old. So this time of year is the time when these mowers will be out to the curb in this neighborhood, because a lot of people don't know how to use a screwdriver. Okay, you can see this. So here's the bowl. There's a chunk of something down there. You see that water? There's some water right here. You can see the water floating there. A little bit of water in the carburetor. So, well, that chunk of something is attached to the bowl. There's just a couple pieces in there. And so we're looking at the bottom here. I don't know. Let me see if I can get that to focus in. This might be our problem. That's plugged. So we'll fix that. And we'll move on and start taking some of these other jet pieces apart. Oops. Alright, so we'll take our float out. Yeah, take our float out. Here's our needle seat is in there. That looks okay, but see this corrosion there? Yeah, there was water in this carb, and you can tell just by they probably used ethanol fuel, and you can see how that ethanol attracts moisture and it corroded those caps. So at least kind of getting closer to the mystery of why this isn't running. There we go. Can be a pain to get out because they're just brass screws usually. So we'll take this guy out here. This might be the low idle jet, but I've got a little pinhole there that I can see through when I hold it up to the light. However, it's not a perfectly round hole, so this is clogged as well. Yeah, I can see it's clogged. So we're gonna run a wire through this. We're going to give this carburetor a really good, thorough clean with the brake clean. Power washes. I'm just going to use some brake clean on this, clean it all up, and get these chunks and all this water out of there. That's probably what the problem is. There's a wire here that goes into this super tiny hole. and that was plugged. And then there's this big hole, which I've just cleaned out. That was, you can see through it pretty well. This little guy was plugged, and then this one in there was plugged. So cleaning out the low idle and then this main jet, I think will do the trick. So this mower cleaned up pretty good. The gasket was going to cost me $6 and then another $6 to have it shipped. And I wound up getting for $16 of the gasket, the carburetor, a new carburetor, which I haven't put on. I cleaned the other one. I want to make sure that that works. And then I got an air filter on top of that. And like I said, I just needed that gasket. That was the only thing I really needed. But hey, now that I've got that, I'll be in good shape. And I'll have a carburetor. Should this one not work, it'll save me a little bit of time. This is a high output muffler. It means business. 2 bolts. And I think that's a 7/16. It is. Okay. What's next? The hot shield. And there's just one nut here, one bolt holding this. So we're gonna zip these in 1/4 inch, not too hard because it's plastic. All right, so top is on. Carburetor is on. Just gotta hook up that fuel line and then put some fresh fuel in it. Looks like a little toy. How you all doing? I can tell already. It wants to go forward. Carburetor looks a little flooded. Got gas on it, it's a little flooded. Well, I didn't have enough gas in it. You see those 2 5-gallon jugs? $53.53. And then I go and spill it on the floor. I mean, this stuff is like gold now. I can't believe it, what that cost me. Let's see. You all are going to have to help me with this because I can't see it. Let's see what we got more. So hopefully you saw some spark there. I'll play it back and see what it looks like. And if we have spark, we know that carburetor, might have to put that new carburetor on. We took our air filter off. I'm gonna give it a little toot and see if it doesn't turn over. I just gave it a little bit of a toot. So I think it just needed a little bit of help. Let's put our air filter back on, and I think it just needed a little prime. Maybe that primer bulb just wasn't priming anything. Try it again. Oop. Uh-oh. No, that's odd. That is odd. It ran for quite a while for just a little spritz. Alright, let's open this garage door. She sounds strong. She's a runner. Oh yeah. What's that? It's almost burning off of this. One more time. Come on. Come on now. Wants to go. Wants to go. So there's something going on still with that carburetor. Alright. Now I've never had one of these personal pace self-propelled mowers. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's like upper class. Let's see. I'll set you guys here. You take it on out here. It's got a funky little squeak going. I don't like squeaks. Let's see how this works here. Come up here. Just go there. Like that. Just like that. Let's see how this personal pace paces. It's windy and cold out. No prime on that one. That started right up. That is the cat's pajamas. How about that? All you do is you just start walking, and it just starts walking away from you. And you slow down, and it slows down. Holy cow, that's amazing. Well, how about that? A free, garbage-picked 6.5 horse Tecumseh, guaranteed to start. Now it is, because Greg fixed it. Toro recycler mower with a bag, with no holes, and a personal pace. The only thing that would beat this thing would be electric start. I'm not greedy. One more time. No prime, no choke, no nothing. Just one more time. Doesn't get old. This was my last free mower. Seized, locked up. I wound up getting a good 7-8 years out of this thing. It still runs. Still runs. It's just a push mower though. It's got a good bag. No holes. Now we're upgrading. Riding style. Thank you everybody for checking this video out. We will see everybody in the next one. I hope you enjoyed it. Click that subscribe button. We'll see you guys all in the next one.